Oh wow! We're getting a Smash game for the Switch? Ha! How unexpected! Excuse me, what? I forgot about the script. Well, good thing is, at least they're working on more DLC character for me to talk about. And I've got, damn it. So yeah, I was gonna make a video about Smash characters I want to see in the game, but then the game came out, and then some stuff happened, and then I had a script, so I'm like, hey, I gotta change this, and then I changed it, and then I was like, hey, I gotta change this, and then I changed it. Then I was like, hey, I'll record it, and then I recorded it, and then I had a good microphone, so I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna do this in actual good quality. So yeah, at first it was gonna be like a list that would blow everybody's mind, but then after a little bit I was like, you know what, Banjo getting Smash, Joker getting Smash, who the fuck will be next to getting Smash? There's so many choices, and most of them are great choices and R-rated games which might even get characters in Smash. Sakurai just showered people with insane requests, specifically for this one game, Ultimate. So yeah, it's more like I made this video to be like, hey, see, I predicted a character nobody would thought about if one of these characters did happen. Except for one of them. One of them's pretty generic, but okay. Okay, let's get down to it, okay? Let's go. Number 14! So for number 14, I decided, hey, let's start simple and let's do Kanoa. So, my reason for choosing Kanoa was, I thought, well, you know, he's cute and I like cute. I like the PS1 design, which is the one they use for this one Smash Bros. Game called Super Smash Bros. Counterattack or something like that. I forgot the name. Of course, it's on the screen. This game has a character that's eventually Kanoa with his attacks, kicks, jumps, and whatever. And although it doesn't run as great when I start recording it, I do know that I can show you that this would be a pretty complete moveset for a character. Of course, that said, it's also better if they would make something innovative, as the DLC characters tend to often be absolutely broken. So yeah, I'd pretty much only main him as soon as he's more OP than Bowser Jr. and Sonic, and that's not a very big bar to break. I mean, you can get even more nerfed than Bowser Jr. Like, Bowser Jr. is the new Greninja, and nobody seems to acknowledge that, and I don't know, it makes me... Anyway, whatever. The point here is, Kanoa is cute, and I want him because he's cute. Number 13 would be the Guardian from Pets Cup. To be honest, I just want the Room Impulse Battle Remix. Okay, let's go. Number 11. Okay, no, just kidding. So, Pets Cup I know is not a game, but I still think a character from a fake video game would be badass. I mean, yes, sure, there are YouTube videos, but they are the most video game YouTube videos I watch because it actually could be a video game, and it actually is a video game most likely. I mean, you can't edit that. They probably recreate the thing before they put it on YouTube. Anyway, it would be awesome. He could have a crazy moveset, and that's the problem when I run on thinking about his character, because like, there's not too much stuff that you do in Pets Cup other than walking and maybe like playing a piano or something. I mean, you could make him play the needless piano or catching the projectiles with the fanfare that you know. But you know, you probably have to come out with a big part of its moveset. Possibly using the pets from the game, but most likely just having a moveset that's just not very common. Then again, you could probably just capture characters when they're like 0% and just have an insta-kill move with him, and that would be pretty insane. I just thought about that, and oh boy, maybe I don't want him to get into the game. As for everything else, I think maybe it would be wise to add the other characters in Pets Cup as skins, as it's not too hard. And also, you could maybe add Design by Ace of Base, but you know, that probably isn't happening, but if it does, I want you inside me, Sakurai. Hello, it's me, the guy who records in the future, making footnotes about stuff that happened in the past while I edit or something like that. So, Pets Cup finished. That means that the chances of the Guardian from Smash have increased, but at the same time, it has been confirmed that this is not happening. I mean, is it a surprise, really? Yeah. I said a couple of things that were wrong, though. By example, I called Explore, which is a song in the Pets Cup soundtrack, as Room Impulse. That's wrong. Now you know. Oh yeah, that part of me telling Sakurai to get inside me, yeah, that's still a thing. So for number 12, I decided to go back to the basis and do some character that I just like to see, even though I'm probably not. And that is the Big Daddy from Bioshock 2. Yeah, a heavyweight steampunk character that is just basically viable. A stage, a Rapture stage would absolutely kill me and everybody playing the game. Probably the most idea I have for the character, though, would be to make him, very similar to Ganondorf with more aerial options and less grabs, because Ganondorf has many grabs anyway. Maybe he could release a little minion little sister to do some damage that you can't hurt, and of course have a drill, a very strong drill that's like Bowser Jr.'s drill, but actually pushes you. It would be pretty great. Then again, you could have the usage of plasmids, but I don't remember if the Big Daddy uses plasmids. Yeah, regardless, he could still use plasmids maybe for its special moves to power himself up. Although it would be kind of weird, it's an idea. Number 11 is Joker from Persona. No! Fuck that! Number 11 is gonna be Minato Risato from Persona. Ow, no. Fuck me! Okay, no. Okay, I'm sorry for breaking down. It's just, I made the joke in the original script, and then Joker got in fucking smashed, so now I have to find a new character, and you know what? I don't give a fuck! I'm gonna do Eggman from Sonic. Yeah, that's what I am. Oof, be glad at me because I removed that because I don't sing good, baby. Oh no. So the point here is, I'm gonna talk about Eggman, who would be, to me, like Wario but backwards. Instead of having a few moves on a bike, he would have a few moves out of his little cart that he has. So the good idea would be just get him off the vehicle and then make him actually hurt stuff. My idea would be to make him, where he is in the vehicle, he gets to make a lot of damage, but be easy to dodge, but while he's not, he's harder to dodge, but doesn't make as much damage. Of course, you could make some attacks, like having the little ball he can take out when he's on the car, but maybe that one will be very easy to dodge, or there could be other things like, making him dive down, or being a character that generally floats rather than walks. Similar to no other character, really, because no other character doesn't work. I mean, maybe the assist trophies do that. I mean, I don't remember all the assist trophies. There's too many, okay? It's the ultimate version of the game, god damn it. So yeah, Eggman. The last point I have for Eggman would be if everybody has a nemesis. That's Mario has Bowser, and Samus has Dark Samus, and Ridley too. And it happens with most franchises that they get a little nemesis, and Sonic doesn't have one, and so does Fire Emblem not. But guess what? I don't want another Fire Emblem representative into the game, so how about we skip you, Byleth? I know this one of my subscribers will be very angry. Number 10 was Steve from Minecraft. Well, many people say that Minecraft is a children's game, or they did. And that whole thing changed somewhere within the writing of the script and the making of this video. So pretty much now, guess what's trending? Anyways, it would be pretty great, especially now that people are back into loving the game, which I'm glad they are. What? No, I'm not secretly angry at anybody. So no, I was looking at everything and I was like, hey look, there's some console ports for Nintendo, there's some villager who has a silly moveset, so I was like, hey, they should do the same thing for Minecraft Steve. So the main thing I thought about was, hey, let's use the Minecraft mechanics of building for its actual moveset. And that would be insane. Having a character who can build blocks, either if it's in front of him or on the bottom of him as recovery, they could make for really interesting tactics and an amazing character which will be absolutely broken on the tier lists. Just like the DLC characters. Yeah, you could maybe add his very high jumps sideways as a move, but I mean, it's Minecraft, and again, the possibilities are endless. Now, I don't know how many people have seen the models, but it looks pretty bad when you add a mod into the game, and it doesn't look good for Minecraft Steve in the model-wise, except guess who? Telltale, who was not bankrupt between the making of the script and the making of this video, did a Minecraft model for Minecraft Story Mode, and that's actually a really great model. In fact, there are new models for Minecraft in Minecraft Dungeons, which is another spin-off, and again, it's a perfect example that the Minecraft model can actually look good if you put enough work into it. So for number 9, I'm just gonna introduce him just like the game does. Come to Wally, do your best! So the Prince from Katamari in the Mask would be certainly unexpected, and most of anything he would be completely new as in gameplay, because he would be pretty unique. The fact that he could rollable debris and items to become stronger is very interesting, specifically if he would start being even weaker than Pichu, but he could keep his strength throughout stocks. So essentially that means that maybe he gets absolutely destroyed on the first 2 stocks by making almost no damage, but by the 3rd stock he has acquired enough strength and power of damage to kill the players that he's pretty much almost indestructible. Of course, this would be have to battle by making him some sort of cap or divider to make sure he doesn't become absolutely broken if he has 90 stocks. So if he does have that many stocks, he's not gonna get as strong each one. Essentially, it would be a character that is better if you concentrate on making as much damage as possible before you can actually damage enough. Of course, having a greater Katamari, the more damage you make, and just being able to toss it around along all of the battlefield would be absolutely broken, because you could literally just kill all characters on the board very easily after a little bit of hardship. As for his final smash, I thought the King of All Cosmo could do the spinning thing he does in the intro. That's kinda shitty, but it's still pretty cool, and I think that would be a great idea and a great character too. A very broken one. Number 8 is Miku Hatsune from Project Diva /Idol /Mirai. And that overall had the same idea somewhere in the writing of the script and the making of this video. I'm not even fucking joking. So shoopy-doo bad. The person I'm talking about now is Funny Valentine from part 7 of JoJo's, because I was gonna do Jotaro, but Jotaro's super lame. So yeah, now it's Funny Valentine from Eyes of Heaven specifically, because it cannot be another version, because that wouldn't be a video game. That would be an anime. Eyes of Heaven is a video game, so I can do it, and you shut up if you don't like it. So yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to say much about what his moveset will be, you know, just literally take the one from Eyes of Heaven and like add some things, like maybe you can make him like, his specials could be just cherries from Mario 3D World, you know, he just multiplies and he's like, doop 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 doop, kills everybody. Very broken, very overpowered. Final smash, he just gets love trained, kills everybody. It's insane. Then like, there's 3 more suggestions that I can do. Maybe he can use that one gun he uses, that he does during the games, I don't know. The little karate chops that he does with his stand. I mean, he has the stuff that he can use to kill and attack, so maybe this man can let us pick the first napkin on their asses, and that'd be pretty great. As for skins, he doesn't even need 8. He can just do 2. Regular Valentine and Fat Valentine. The number 7 are Amaterasu and Chibitarasu, or either one of them from Okamiya no Kamiden. So yeah, they can use their powers to fight people just like they do in the games. Maybe they can even get the little brushing and stroking by having a character that's pretty much motion controls. Yes, I am suggesting a motion control characters. You can't stop me, or if you want to, you can subscribe and like the video, because that's gonna stop me probably. Probably not, but you know. More things. The playfield. Yes, they could have an awesome playfield in the looks of the playfield, but they could also leave flowers behind them like they were doing the games, and that would be pretty to look at. Pretty. That's very hard. The problem I found with this too was that they would be very hard to make dynamic and logical. I mean, yes, you could probably make something with shaking the controller around, but I don't think they would be very easy characters to control or use, and it would probably be easier if they just worked by buttons. Then again, if they worked by buttons, it wouldn't be as interesting, but they could still be good characters. The point is, even with motion controls, they would be better than Duck Hunt. Nah, don't worry, Duck Hunt mains, I just fell on shitting on Duck Hunt, except, yeah, Duck Hunt sucks dick. So for number 6, I decided I wanted to do some Disney, and then I was, well, Sora would be too predictable, so I decided to go for Mickey Mouse from Epic Mickey. Oh yeah, that would be a great fuck you to everyone, wouldn't it? So yeah, Epic Mickey is one of the games Mickey was in, but there was also one from the GameCube called Mickey Inside the Mirror or something like that. And since that was one of the first games I've ever 100%ed or let alone played, I was like, you know, it has a special place in my heart, so I kind of want Mickey in Smash instead of Sora, since I never played Kingdom Hearts. Don't kill me, I'll play them eventually. So when I was thinking what character would be okay for Mickey Mouse to be similar to, I was like, okay, yeah, he has ink, and so does the Inkling, so maybe they could inspire a little bit of themselves into the Inkling, and of course he'd be able to use his little brush that he has from Epic Mickey to paint and remove stuff. That means even platforms, and even healing / hurting people. So of course maybe his special moves could work as a blue paint and his normal moves as a yellow paint. So maybe he can use the yellow paint to damage enemies or remove platforms while using the blue one to essentially do great stuff with it. He could maybe have a moveset that's not common to Smash, which, I mean, that's a little bit more out there, but you know, having just using the buttons as directional inputs for where he will throw his paint. But that may not be such a good idea for games like Smash, so let's not put that one on top of my list, and let's just put this as a very unlikely possibility that I just wanted to talk about because for no absolute reason, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, pretty much there. So for number 5, I went for Ulala from Space Channel 5. Get it? Because it's number 5 on Space Channel 5. I'm such a funny person. So you don't know this woman, and that's probably because she's very underground. In fact, the very fact that I know her is because I saw this one weird anime, High School Seiha Girls, that had like a segment with this in it, and you know, the anime was pretty good if you like that. So, you know, if you like Dreamcast and other Sega consoles, you should probably watch the anime. Also Sonic's there, so I mean, that's weird, but it's great. Then again, this is one of those weird games for the Dreamcast. But yet they decided to make a character that would be actually pretty fitting for a Smash game. Her moveset would probably be mostly rhythmic up downs and choo-choo-choos, just like pretty much taken straight out of the game. Which, I mean, if they didn't, that would be very strange. And a couple of new attacks that she'd probably have specifically for being able to work in the Smash, as a, you know, fighting character in a fighting game. But my most compelling argument to put her in the game would probably be the fact that it's a very underground franchise she comes from. Space Channel 5 is not a terrible game by any means. It should actually be able to get enough recognition, an HD remake, and, you know, stuff kinda like that. And what better way to start by actually just HD remaking her ship and her face for a Smash game, as well, she really needs it. And not only that, but it would be really good for a franchise that was pretty much slept on by Western audiences. So Plants vs Zombies is one of those games that has no characters and it just has zombies and plants. Except for that one human you see in the game called Crazy Dave. And he will probably be my number 4 choice for the list. Actually a very unlikely character that is almost recognized by everybody who played Plants vs Zombies, despite the fact that not everybody, you know, remembers him. As for the moveset, since he's not really a fighter, we don't never really see him fighting in the games, the most probable thing that we see will be making him summon plants and using them to attack his foes. He could make like barriers with the potatoes, or have a pea shooter that he just takes out that's like a compact pea shooter or something like that. But most importantly, he could take money from like people by forcing them to buy bacon, just like he forces you to buy bacon in the game. Well, he doesn't force you, but he heavily leans you towards, you know, buying the bacon. Well, okay, if bacon isn't like your thing and you don't want to sell bacon on a video game, specifically Smash, then maybe you would be convinced by remembering the awesome soundtrack that Plants vs Zombies has. Having an actual new song by Laura Shigahara then, again, would be just awesome, since Laura Shigahara is one of the best composers for video game music that I've pretty much ever found. The problem, Plants vs Zombies is now owned by EA, and you'll probably have to pay extra for that, wouldn't you? Because, you know, it's EA. God damn it, I hate EA. So I really like Danganronpa, and I was like, you know what? Let's talk about Danganronpa. Let's Toko Fukaba and Genocide Jill still on the list. Okay, so Toko Fukaba and Genocide Jill are characters from Danganronpa that only come up a little bit into the game. So if you haven't played Danganronpa 1, I'll probably recommend you to skip this one because, you know, it has a little bit of spoilers in it. Okay? Here we go. So for those who have no interest, you'll probably have to know that Genocide Jill or Toko Fukawa are 2 characters in Danganronpa, and of course they are the same person, just different personalities of them. This is revealed in chapter 2, so if you have an interest in playing Danganronpa, at least I didn't ruin you the biggest spoilers in the game. I will explain a little bit more about the biggest spoilers in the game, so if you have at least a little bit of interest, please skip to the time stamp in the video. You're gonna skip to the next number, and it's gonna be a lot better for you if you actually get to play Danganronpa. So my idea for a character like Toko Fukawa and Genocide Jill would be to have just them be the same character, but instead of getting 3 stocks, you get 6 stocks. Half of the stocks, the first stock, you would probably do as Toko Fukawa, where she would do almost no damage, but she will allow to make extra damage. And after a certain while, that could be as short as 10 seconds or as long as 20, she could, turn into Jill. Of course, if it's on timed battles, she would not turn into Toko because that would kinda defeat the purpose of, stocks and whatnot. So we had Toko Fukawa to make a little bit of damage, and then we got Jill, who would actually be the meat and bone of the character, where you actually can make combos and whatever the fuck you want to do in Smash Bros, because it's Smash Bros, that's what you do in Smash Bros. So the point here would be to have a lot of different movesets that would be completely taken out of Ultra Despair Girls, which, by the way, I know I'm making a Let's Play, but I'm not anymore because my computer can't handle the game. Anyways, she does have grounds for a moveset, and of course, the most interesting part about this character would probably to make her be have a little bit of a special smash attack where she gets to customly attack every different character, or different characters depending on the franchise. For example, he makes Sonic run super fast in a matter of 3 seconds, and it's stylized to look like the Danganronpa executions. That'll probably be very interesting, and by example, you have Mario just eat a bad mushroom, and all of the Mario characters just eat a bad mushroom, and it would be a very simple yet very entertaining way to actually see a character work, and a Final Smash that would be absolutely insane. But, if they can do a lot of Palutina's guidances, then they probably can do a lot of Genocide Shield's executions. And if I didn't sell it on you, the towns will have Monokuma, so you can shut up if you're from the Danganronpa Reddit. Number 2 is gonna be pretty predictable, but I decided, hey, let's have a top tier character that people can easily expect, because of course in a unexpected characters tier list it's kinda hard to actually be able to expect what's coming next. So I was like, let's do a character that's a little bit easier to expect, and that is Phoenix Wright from Ace Attorney. So yeah, I don't think there's many people who have played the entirety of a Phoenix Wright him that don't want him into a Smash. That's because he's actually a character that could be very funny to use, especially we have seen this before in like games like Capcom vs Marvel or stuff like that, where you actually saw Phoenix fight. So for attacks, there's a lot of spot that can be done. You can just go from objections and hold it to actually punching people with a hand, or throwing the Magatama, the blocks. Maybe you could do the anime thing they do when he points, and there's a very strong wind that can be an attack. And as soon as it looks better than the animation for the first season, I think it's better. By the way, the first season was only out when I wrote the script, but now the second season's out, and the second season is much better. So if you like Phoenix Wright, just go watch the second season, skip the first. Okay, not recommending people to go watch different anime and shows. A very interesting part that I would like to do would be to have him have all the skins for different characters, for Edgeworld and Polo, Antenna, Calvin, Francisca, those kinds of characters, and just change their voices. It would be the exact same skill set, instead of being objection, it's objection, And that would be pretty much one of my favorite things in the world, so please do it. Hey, I was not gonna do honorable mentions, but I did promise my friend that I would talk about Byleth in depth if there was no reveal of character at the Game Awards, so I guess I'm gonna do it now. Byleth would be a great character. At first I was like, no more Fire Emblems, but I guess Byleth gets an okay Fire Emblem, no more, but I take Byleth. I only have 2 ideas for Byleth, which is down B uses bites the dust thing it does. Very hard to code, but I don't care. And then having the colors that you choose, one of the skins, say which house you are. So if you choose the right skin, you just get Crimson Flower as a final smash or whatever. Just cosmetic changes. And now we do go to number 1, which is a lot more cooler. And for number 1, I'm gonna go way out, and I'm gonna decide to do a character that nobody knows because I want that character. And it's probably gonna disappoint you because it's a chicken. That's right, it's Billy Hatcher from Billy and Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Oh my god, that's a terrible name. Why did I name it like that? So yeah, I don't think it's very surprising to say that this is a character that many people don't want. In fact, nobody wants, but I kinda want it because it's so uncommon and so surprising, but actually such a good character to put in that, I mean, people don't even notice how great it is. Like, being able to hit people with the eggs and kukurukus and whatever the fuck you do in that game, I mean, it's crazy. It's completely, like, it could make for a full moveset that could actually be extremely appealing and easy to use and interesting to work about. So, I mean, there's already Yoshi to hit you with eggs, but those are tiny eggs. I mean, we need a big egg and a big person and a lot of his friends that are very anime, and the Pokemon dudes for for the little spirits. I don't give a fuck. There's Pokemon dudes in the game. Did I mention that? You probably didn't know that, but it is. As for the stage, here's another potential idea. Just make a stage and have a daytime, like in the game, and a nighttime, like in the game. Since the game has both daytime and nighttime versions of every level, they should be able to do two versions of the same level and be actually able to play it. And of course, they would have different mechanics, similar than other levels that have different versions of itself. The part that matters to me is actually being able to dress like a chicken, beat some ass, and actually look kinda cool while wearing that fucking ridiculous outfit. And nobody would expect me to actually be cool on that outfit, but I'd be cute on that outfit. Damn it, I wouldn't be, but shut up. I'd be cute on that outfit, and you shut the fuck up. Bah, unless you like, comment, and subscribe. Because if you like, comment, and subscribe, then I'll be like very happy, and I will shut the fuck up for you every day. Not really every day, but every once in a while. And to really close it out, let's do one final lightning round of characters that aren't really good enough for me to be on the list, because they were either too much of a hassle to explain, or because I don't know enough for them, or I cannot think of any way to actually put them in the game. And I also want to have a little place for me, like this 22 seconds, to be like, that character I mentioned in this tiny part of the video is in the game, so I'm a prophet and I know every character that's getting into the game. Wow. And here we go. First, Chibi Robo, not on the list. Hero from Persona 2, I just want a 3D model of him. Professor Egat, he uses machine and then he's useless. Professor Lighton, puzzling me to death. No! Dante from Devil May Cry, I haven't played the game but he's badass. Detective Pikachu, he would be miles better off by being just a Pikachu skin. Rodan from Bayonetta, he would be too fucking OP. Shantae, I still can't beat the goddamn game because the L button's broken. The Blob, did anyone play that game? Wonder Red / Pill / Pink. Laggy but cool. Monica, she was popular sometimes in the writing of the script and making of this video. Ryman, I couldn't care but I know some people do. Wonder from Shadow of the Colossus, too many mute. Bandana D, no! No Bandana D! Bad Bandana D! Cuphead, he will be impossible to implement. Toad, boring ass motherfucker. Twinkle, boring ass motherfucker, but gay. Lara Croft, I know you want her. Master Chief, I know you want him. Fallout Boy, I know you want them. Gordon Freeman, I know you want them. Shuffle Portal, cool use portals. Nathan Drake, I know you want him. And another 27 characters, so I can't just remember the name. So yeah, let's see if I can edit this fucking shit before it's time for me to give it back. Because I fucking swear to God, I recorded this and reread this like 27 times. It's time to me for just to put it up on YouTube. And hopefully this comes up before some sort of Nintendo Direct on November. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and if you did, just like and subscribe. I mean, I'm a tiny person with a tiny channel, and the only thing I want is to actually be able to, you know, record videos on my own time and actually be able to, like, feel good with myself and feel like people are actually watching it. So, you know, if you can share it, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, to end it all, I just want to know, what unlikely characters would you like to see in Smash? Unlikely character, that is, characters that are not very likely to be there, because I know I just listed a bunch of characters that are kind of likely to be there, but let's be like, explain to me, just like I explained to you in this video, why you would like to see them as DLC fighters on the comments below. So, you know, that would make me really happy too. Anyway, I can smell my smell all over the microphone, so I think I'm gonna stop it there, and I'll see you guys next time, or, you know, eventually. I don't know where next time's gonna be. I'm not that consistent, as you can do. I'm just gonna see you next time. Bye and subscribe, god damn it! Boom. 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 Boom.